I'm Howard Seftel. For almost a quarter of a century, I was an anonymous restaurant reviewer. I love food, and when I found good food, I wanted to pass that on to my readers. Today we're headed to Little Miss BBQ, an out-of-the-way barbecue joint run by Scott Holmes, which, it is no exaggeration to say, is one of the best barbecue places here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Hey, Howard, how are you doing today?
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Barbecue is an interesting phenomenon here in Phoenix. We are not a barbecue town, or at least that's how it was until Scott Holmes arrived. Got anything in the smoker to show me?
I am actually going to start checking my briskets to see if any of them are coming off early.
Life is good.
Yeah, you want to go do it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. We have 3 different smokers here, 2,000 gallons, 1 800 gallon or so. But we're pretty much burning all white oak, pecan, and that's what we run with.
So this is all indirect smoke, right?
It's all indirect. Air comes in over on this side, shoots up, goes right across all the meat. So it's getting the smoke flavor. It's basically a big oven. So these are all the briskets we got going on for tomorrow. But this is what we do. We basically cook everything for about 6-7 hours, unwrapped. And then we go ahead and wrap everything. It's just kind of to protect the meat, protect it from drying out a little bit.
What are they wrapped in?
It's just butcher paper. And then we pull everything by feel at the end of the night. Usually everything's taken anywhere between 12 to 16 hours. When I first started, I went to culinary school in 1995.
Where was that?
It was a Scottsdale Culinary.
Oh.
Yeah, so went there, worked at Havana Cafe. I was there for almost a year.
What did you do at the Cuban restaurant?
I was prep, wine cook, just kind of filled in wherever, really. But at the same time, I'm working crazy hours.
Right.
I'm young, I'm single.
Right.
I'm making $8-9 an hour, whatever it was. A friend of mine selling disposable medical supplies. But you know what? He comes to me and he's like, you're going to make 3 times what you make now.
Right.
You're going to have vacation. You're going to have weekends off.
Right.
You're going to work 7 to 3 every day.
Right.
And to this single guy where he's just been going through girlfriends because he's working all the time and he smells like fish and garlic, it was like, that sounds pretty good.
Right.
So I took it. And it was the biggest mistake I think I ever made. It took me down a path where I started going after jobs for money because I chose that job purely for money, not because I love disposable medical supplies. And at the same time, I think I started really getting further and further away from what I really wanted to do.
Right.
I think part of my problem is when I went to culinary school, I knew that I loved to cook.
Right.
I love it.
And people don't realize if you're not in the business, but his brisket, his beef, is prime grade. And people don't realize how expensive it is. It's like 50% more expensive. So it's not merely the process. The man is serving the best beef you can get.
It's no exaggeration to say the brisket is absolutely fantastic. What surprised me the most is I loved the sausage. There's a philosophy and a recipe and some real thought behind it. The 2 sides I really, really like there are the jalapeno grits and the beans. These sides are actually worth going for even if you're a vegetarian.
I met my wife Becky, and she took me back to Austin to go meet her parents. Austin has a lot of great barbecue now, especially with Aaron Franklin and how he's changed barbecue in Austin. I'm like, this is amazing. And I came back, bought a smoker, and started just doing it on the weekends, holidays.
Like for your house?
Just in the house, yeah. And then a friend of mine's like, hey, let's go to a barbecue competition. I was like, okay. So I go to this barbecue competition. And
all you've ever done is in your backyard?
In my backyard. So Becky and I talked about it, and we signed up for a barbecue competition. And then I got completely obsessed.
And so you're buying thousands of dollars worth of meat.
It was ridiculous. It was dumb. We were cooking a brisket, 2 briskets, 2 pork butts, 2 racks of ribs, 12 chicken thighs, every single weekend. I was like, this is perfect. I'm like, this is what I would love to do every single day.
And so you've been open since February of 2000.
End of February 2014. I really want everybody to have a great experience when they come in. I want people to have personalized attention. But when I come down this street here, and I cruise by all these places, and I pull up, and I see the trees out there, and if the smokers are already going,
Right.
and I smell it, and I drive in, I'm always like, how cool is this?
Little Miss Barbecue is a barbecue game changer for Phoenix. This is a town that was never known for barbecue. Scott Holmes has suddenly changed the barbecue equation in Phoenix